All right, well, this afternoon, Major League Baseball is criticizing Los Angeles Dodgers third baseman Justin Turner for breaking isolation and celebrating a World Series title with his team despite testing positive for COVID-19.
Turner was removed after the 7th inning of the title-clinching victory over the Tampa Bay Rays Tuesday night. Later, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred revealed Turner's positive test, saying he had been isolated to prevent spread. KIMT News 3's George Malay is here and says the medical community is pretty upset about Turner's behavior.
Downright steamed, in fact. Amy and Katie, it's been weeks since I talked with my friend, CBS radio medical contributor Dr. Brian McDonough. Dr. McDonough, though, is also a clinician and treats COVID-19 patients every day at St. Francis Hospital. I don't think it's an overstatement to say the good doctor was steamed indeed when he saw Turner running around on the field with his teammates. It had been 32 years since the Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series, but this week's celebration was overshadowed when veteran third baseman Justin Turner joined his teammates in celebration despite having just learned that he'd tested positive for the coronavirus.
There is no way to sugarcoat this. There is no nice way of saying it, so I won't try. In my opinion, Justin Turner is an example of everything that's wrong in our battle against COVID.
CBS medical contributor and family medicine clinician Dr. Brian McDonough was stunned by what happened.
Major League Baseball told him, you can put other people at risk, other people could die as a result of this, get out of here. He didn't. He chose to stay. In fact, his general manager, again, showing the failures of education with this thing, said, oh, well, he deserved the right to celebrate. He's been a big part of the team. I don't think people understand. We have 226,700 people who have died, and it's rising.
Turner had indeed been told to leave the field in the 7th inning after getting word of the positive test. His return happened right in front of Commissioner of Baseball Rob Manfred. The move raises questions about how the league allowed such a public contradiction of its strict coronavirus protocols. Dr. McDonough joined experts in epidemiology in criticizing what happened. In fact, the good doctor is fairly enraged.
The fact that a baseball player who won the World Series has the need to run around, take his mask off, and expose everyone else on that field, whether they're photographers or players or coaches, and then people leave that environment and go to their families, and then they go into society over the next couple of weeks. I don't know how many people could die.
Now, I always want to point out that Dr. McDonough is just that, a doctor. He doesn't weigh in on politics. As if to emphasize that point, I got an email from the doctor just this morning. He said, quoting here, people need to understand it, COVID-19, is not political, but an uncaring, unfeeling virus that is an opportunist. I'll tell you something, Amy and Katie, you want to get a physician mad? Be on live TV having tested positive for COVID-19, take your mask off and run around and expose a bunch of people. Doctors, scientists, epidemiologists, they all turn inside out when they see that.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
It wasn't on my list of things to do.
Oh, thank you very much, George. The positive test and Turner's on-field celebration delayed travel plans then for both the Dodgers and the Rays, according to MLB.
Oh, Dodgers and their families were tested Tuesday night and again Wednesday morning. Those who tested positive both times were cleared to leave.